So we're here with Philip Parker from Royal Mail. Thanks for your time today, Philip. And today's the first day of issue of the Britons of Distinction stamps.
Correct, yes.
So how did that subject come about?
Well, briefly, since about 2006 we've been looking at having in the stamp programme more individuals, celebrating particular individuals. And for much of the history of the stamps we've shied away a little bit from commemorating anyone other than members of the royal family. So since about 2006 we've had a number of stamp issues exploring this, and currently we have this idea where we bring in mixed anniversaries. So everyone in the 10 stamps today is connected through an anniversary, either a centenary or 150th anniversary.
Yeah.
And so this is a good way to really bring in individuals that might not otherwise appear in the stamp programme.
Yeah, okay. So as you say, there's a lot of different people, a lot of different achievements on the stamps. So how have they been received so far as a set?
Well, very well indeed. We have an enormous degree of publicity, and there's been a lot of active interest in the media, on radio already today.
Yeah.
We expect them to be received very well. These kind of stamp issues do go down very well with our collectors, and also we seek the opportunity to include people who are quite well known, like the composer Delius for his centenary. But also to include some people who are slightly less well known, but have made major contributions to the country. The humanitarian Joan Mary Fry, for instance. Not many may have heard of her,
No.
but she was extremely influential.
Okay, so today's the first day of issue, the first time people can get the stamps. So visitors here at Stampex have come especially for this first day. What kind of souvenirs can they get?
Well, we always have a first day of issue at a Stampex, and people do come. The stand's very busy today. People purchasing the stamps and creating their own first day covers, which of course they'll put in the reposting service to get the first day of issue hand stamps.
Yeah.
There's also, of course, some of our other recent stamp issues. The Diamond Jubilee definitives have already been remarkably successful. They were issued right at the beginning of February, and they're going like hotcakes. And we're very proud of them because it was an unusual concept, having all these 6 different iconic images of the Queen together.
Yes, okay. And obviously the Olympics is a big thing on the horizon. What else can we look forward to for the rest of the year from Royal Mail?
Well, it's as ever, an eclectic mix. So today there are these very eminent Britons. Next month has a great stamp issue on comics. So the Dandy, the Beano. That's, we think, going to be very exciting for people.
Yeah.
Of course, in May we do have the major stamp issue marking the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. These are 8 stamps, and it's been a very exhaustive picture research exploration to convey images of Her Majesty in all those official roles she had as head of state or head of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Then, of course, in July, 27th of July, the Olympics open, and of course we have the first of our major Olympic stamps, a miniature sheet welcoming the world really to the London Olympics. Follow the following month by one to do the same thing for the Paralympics.
Fantastic. And is it right that there's a plan to release a stamp for every medalist that we have?
We have those plans currently underway, and we'll be making announcements in due course.
I'm Jeff Herdman. I work for Michael Chipperfield. The company is Michael Chipperfield, and this is extremely rare material. It's always good to be able to exhibit rare material. First issues of Great Britain, and here we have a rare block of 8 penny blacks printed from plate 3. And it's always important to have the provenance of these items, to know whether they've graced world gold medal collections. They've been exhibited and shown all over the world, but some items come up which have been hidden away for many years. It's known, the provenance of this piece is known, that it was sold originally by Charles Nissen around about 100 years ago. It used to be a block of 12, and the 4 stamps on the left-hand side here have been cut off because the margin at the side was damaged. So now we have a fantastic block of 8. And A piece like this in mint condition is unbelievably rare. This is the largest known piece, finest piece in private hands.
Okay, so we're here talking to a few collectors at Stampex. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from first of all?
Yeah, Peter Sellers, come from Blackheath.
Blackheath, okay. And you're here today, what kind of material do you collect yourself?
Mainly errors.
Yeah.
And the like, King George VI covers.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Okay, so is the errors, is it any errors or just GB?
Just mainly Commonwealth and
Yeah.
GB. Yeah, mainly
Okay.
Commonwealth and GB.
And what's the appeal of errors for you? Why do you go for that?
Well, finding them is one of the appeals.
Yeah.
I like buying collections and sorting through them. Sometimes I break them up, sometimes I sell, and I sell just so that I've got a bit of money to buy some more stamps for my own collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been doing that for years, and it's a good way of building up your collection.
Yeah.
To do it that way, like, I think a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
But I've been collecting since I was 11, 62 now, so over 50 years.
Yeah.
And I've bought and sold many items over the years.
Yeah. Okay.
Always on the lookout.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, finding an error is quite exciting, isn't
Yeah,
it? When
that's
you,
right, yeah,
you realise
yeah.
something's not quite right.
Yeah, hi, I'm John Chapman from Bletchley Park Post Office. It's quite interesting because the issue that Royal Mail have brought out is the issue of Famous Britons, and they've brought out 10 stamps, 5 with images and 5 with the actual people's picture. The one on Alan Turing is quite interesting because they've taken a bomb machine which during World War II was critical to the fact that breaking the German codes, Alan Turing needed something, and so did his team and the team in Bletchley Park, to speed up the breaking of the German codes. So what he did was produce this electrical mechanical machine which was 100,000 plus times faster than one code breaker doing it by hand, which would take days. Therefore this meant with 100 odd machines it could be 100 times 100 times 100,000 and obviously produce more, break more codes. So we produced these stamps, and we at the Post Office of Bletchley Park have produced 4 particular covers covering this particular stamp here, which is one of the 10 that Royal Mail have done. Now from our point of view we've taken this one, which is Turing's hut, and even Alan Turing there, you'll see he's got a mask on where he suffered for hay fever and he used to wear his gas mask riding a cycle to work, which was quite fun. This one here is Turing's cottage, although certain people will shoot me because they'll say it was Dilly Knox's cottage, but we won't go into that one. And this one here is Turing's bomb, painted by Steve Williams, who's quite a famous painter. And then the committee for Turing, which is a worldwide committee, have produced this one here, which really produces something quite special. And we've just gone onto a link on a website and found Turing's report. Now Turing was a genius, there's no doubt about it. His mathematical theory is still used as a bible in all the colleges around the world, and we found his school report to say that he wasn't very good at school, which is amazing. So it just shows all the youngsters, if they're not too good at school, they'll start collecting stamps like he did, and of course it could be quite something in the future. They could end up being a mathematical genius as well. And of course, so we're very proud to have that. And just to show you, we've been lobbying for 14 years for this stamp, and we've got it after 14 years, and now we've got a second stamp on the 10th of April on the famous places to visit, and that's the Bletchley Park, which is under X at Station X.
Okay, so we're here with Graham Childs, who's the organiser of Stampex. Obviously it's a very big event, Graham, so what's involved, if you can sum it up?
The organising of Stampex never stops, because as soon as I finish this show I'm on to the next show. But it involves talking to people from Australia, America, Channel Islands, Malta, all the stand holders that are going to come and take a stand at the next show.
Yeah.
So I'm sending out contracts, I'm in touch with Royal Mail, I'm in touch with printers for the postcard, Stamp and Coin Mart for the catalogue, and it really keeps me involved. Most of my time is taken up with the organisation of Stampex.
Okay, so it keeps you very busy.
It certainly does, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned there, obviously Stamp and Coin Mart produced the catalogue. So How's it been being involved with the magazine?
When Stamp and Coin Mart approached me, I was very pleased, and I worked well together with Matt and Jan, and I think the catalogue for this show is even better than the first one. I'm delighted. I could never produce a catalogue like they produce. You do a wonderful job, and I think it's not only good for Stamp and Coin Mart, but excellent for Stampex.
Yeah.
And the other reason, it goes out before Stampex opens to all your
Yes,
readers.
that's it, yes.
And that must go to thousands of people that normally wouldn't know about, maybe not know about Stampex, but they certainly wouldn't see a wonderfully produced catalogue.